code to get. GET, the first column. The first column is called CNAME. So we get a CNAME here and set up to a variable CNAME. And the other one is message MSG. So we catch the MSG here and use the echo MSG and also echo again. This one is a CNAME. And one more darn here. Okay. This one is HW21. Response .php and so in here, I try to get the CNAME from here and get the message from here and echo it out. Okay, so let's go back here, refresh once again. And my name is ANN. This is the test. And save out. We'll go the HW21 response.php and ANN. This is a test we'll show in the website. Okay? So you want to check the this one is response. This one is 21. Okay? So after we input the first record, okay, cast. Okay, so after I write the first record, I will go back here and to leave the second record. Oops, and okay. So I will get the second record, but until right now I cannot keep the record, right? It is here for the first record. So in here, the first customer leave a message in here. The second customer leave a message here. I want all of them be saved into a place. In here, I want them saved into a database. So we can see if the record is shown here. It's called a table. This one is a table. The table will keep all message from the website. And how to keep it? We need a structure. This structure is called a table. So we need to build up a table. And for a table, we need to generate this one is called a database. A database contains a lot of table. Table. So this one may be a member table. Member. This one's a message table. And prod USD table. So we have a lot of a table. And this one is one of the table called the message table. Got it? So we need to generate a database to collect all table. But when we generate a message table, we need to analyze what's data type for each column. This one is called a column. This one is called a most columns means different thing. The number is the number of the record. This one is a name. This one is a message. This one is the time. The message lives in here. So for most four columns, I need to define what's the time of this column, the length of the column, and the style of the column. Can this column be null, or can it be automatic generate? So I need to define the structure for each column. So I will generate a structure like this one. This structure need to define the four columns. The first column is number. The second one is a name. The third one is message. The final one is time. Those 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Got it? Each column needs to define the time, the length, the style, null, or can be automatic generated. So the first one is number. I need to define a name which is set into a database. A number dot is not legal name to set into a database. So if in my opinions I will get an ID, but the ID is a keyword. Generate, I will give a name for the table. Message is the table name. I will give a short name, MSG, as the table 所以这个栏位会有它的形态，像这个它就叫做日期形态，而且它还要有时间，所以它叫做 daytime， 这样可以理解吗？所以我们要先去定义整个 table 它的结构是什么，所以会有一个东西叫做 structure。这个 structure 呢是要针对每一个栏位去做定义的，一个一个去定义，所以我必须要针对 number 去定义，针对名字去定义，针对 message 去定义，针对 daytime 去定义，所以针对每一个栏位我都要去定义它的名字叫什么，它的形态叫什么，它的长度是什么，可不可以是 null， 可不可以是 auto-generate， 这样可以理解吗？好 ，so for the table here we want to set a lot of a record. This one is called the record 2, record 3. Each record is combined with a lot of column. This direction is called column. The first column is number, which only set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if this column only set a number, the type of this column is number, and this one will set the name, A and N and something like that. This one is called character, and this message will set a lot of message, a lot of character, and later I will show you how to set up the character, the style of this kind of column. And this one is date style, because this one I will set the date, months, years, and even hours, minutes, and seconds. So this one is a daytime type. So I need to build up a structure to indicate how the record looks like, how the table looks like. So we need to define the structure for the table. Till right now, if you understand, please raise your hand. Shall we? So we continue to describe it. So the first column for this table is number. I need to give a name for the number because number dot is not the correct name for the table name or for the column name. So I use a short word for the message table and on the line ID to name the number dot. Is that okay? And the type. What is the type? If this type can set the number 1, 2, 3, this one is called an integer. If this is 1.1, 1.45, 1.92, this one is called a float or double. And if this one is a percentage, then we also use a float or double. How do you think this one is an integer or double? The number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what's the type should I set up into? An integer or float or double or character? Which one? 讲什么？ So which one should I set up to the message ID? Integer or float or double? If you think double is perfect, please raise your hand. If you think float is perfect, if you think integer is, that's right. Do you know what integer? Integer is 0, 1, 2, 3, or minus 1, minus 2, even those are integer. Got it? So I don't have any decimal number. So I don't need decimal number. So I only use an integer. What's different between integer and float? If you set up a variable is integer, then the specs only very small. The range may be from 0 this one will from 0 to double. How to double? So the space will larger than this one. So if the value only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you set up this block, it's fine, but that will waste your space. Got it? 懂我意思吗？如果这个数字你只要用 integer， 就是整数来存就好了，你就不要浪费那种 float 的空间去存它了，因为它的空间是它的2倍。And the double is larger than integer. Okay, so we only use an integer int to set it. And the length, this one can set up a different length. If you set up a 10, so only 10 will be divide. You set up 11, 12, 13, so it will enlarge. It's according to the maxima of your breaker. So if you were only maybe 10,000 customer in here, so you only need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You only need 6 lengths to set it. Okay, so in generally we use 13. So it's general case. And the ID can be null. Null, this means you don't put anything. It's empty. Okay, the ID being empty. You think the ID can be empty? No. If you think the ID can be null, then you raise your hand. If the ID cannot be null, raise your hand. Only one. Do you think the ID can be null? Null is if you don't put anything here. It's empty. So do you think the ID is empty available? Raise your hand. 给你空一下，你觉得 ID 可不可以是空的？它不要填任何东西。If you think the ID cannot be empty, raise your hand. 对这个项目 ID 可不可以是空的？不可以还是可以？可以，不可以。The ID cannot be null. So if this one cannot be null, don't click it. If you click it, it will allow be null. So this ID cannot be, because every record needs an ID to identity, because in the future we will use this ID to delete or add or modify something. So ID is primary key. Have you seen that? Heard that primary key? Primary. Have you studied the database? Yeah, if you heard the database, you will see the primary key. Okay, so this one cannot be real. And this one is automatic increase. If you don't want to generate by yourself, auto increase, that means you will generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the system. You don't need to modify it. So the ID can be automatic. Yes, no. Yes, that's automatic increase. If this one is automatic increase, then it will be the primary key. Got it? So next one is the name. Name is a keyword. So for you to find a structure, you cannot use the name directly. So usually I will use a message in always be one. So how about the type? Can it be integer, identity, or character, or int? Int, character, int, or name? Yes, the type for the name. Int, character, or name? Character, that's one. Character is in the character 1, ABC, ABC, 1, 2, 3. All of them are belongs to character. the character can have two different styles. First one is character. It's long, and what's different between those one? If you set up of the character, you need to set up how the length of the character. For example, I set up a 10 character, then it will generate a space, and only 10 character will be put into space. If the string is larger than 10, the sentence in here, for example, I use and A and B, 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 and B, B, B is larger than 10, then B, B, B will be low. Only 10 character will be fine. Got it? So 10 and the length is the length of the value. And virtual, in initial I set up a 10. And I only set up the character like B and the other one dog. And the system will also generate a space with 100 space for BE. So it requires all space. So virtual initially we set up a 100. So initially we set 100, and if I set a BB here, the virtual will automatically adjust the space to 2. And when you insert one more, it will adjust to 3 and 4, 5. Right? So virtual is adjust fast, and char is very big of space for it. So if I go to set up then how do you think a char or virtual is not? So one more time. Char is fixed space. Virtual is adjustable. So which one is correct? If you think char is usually correct, do you think virtual is less correct? OK，我用中文再说一次哦，就是 name 是可以用 character CHAR 来分的。那什么叫 character？就是像这种 to